Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas Tech's offense will get the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Looking to pass, it's Applewhite. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering
he's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Just feeds the running back. Lowers those pads. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Motion from the back. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. They're going back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Applewhite. Caught. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Stone. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Number 19.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Firing to the right, complete. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Quickly out to the tight end. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll go back to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
14, Mississippi State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Flying down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Catch in the middle, it's Stone. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Stone. At the 45 on its way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He leaves it with his back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Now the pitch. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield. It's Applewhite. Finds his back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulls it in.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Looking to throw again. Oh, he makes the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Trying play action. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Wide out trying to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's throwing picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Extra point here will tie the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Gives it on the option. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Making side adjustments here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They take the lead with the 6.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense, right?
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. Six sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Rush is on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll try the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 40. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock. Give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal for Mississippi State.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th. They got him! It's a sack! Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right on the money. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space. And that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Leaves it with the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today, and it's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this
Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Wants to throw again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's a Heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is a situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, and get out of here with a W.